Snowbelt Gardens hemp room. We're gonna brew up some compost tea for these plants. First ingredient is gonna be water. So a lot of people use good spring water. We're using tap water, but we did filter it through some filters, and then we also let it sit. You're gonna wanna let it sit because your tap water has chlorine in it, most likely, if you're getting it out of a municipal source. So you want to let that chlorine evaporate out of it. That'll happen in like 24 to 48 hours. You can accelerate that with an air bubbler. And so for our compost tea, we got some of our soil in there, some of our potting soil that contains microbes. We're going to add some worm castings, Buffalo Wormwork Super Soil. Going to add about half the bag of that. We're making about a 10-gallon to 12-gallon recipe here. And there's going to be a lot of really good microbes and stuff in these worm castings that are going to multiply in this compost tea. And then you're going to get that into your plant's root system. About a quarter cup of molasses. Going to also add a quarter cup of kelp concentrate. Again, all this stuff is food for the microbes to eat. The plants don't really directly uptake this if it's not bioavailable. And then we're going to add a splash of fish hydrolysate food here. Soil mixture, worm casting mixture brewed around in there. It's an old bubble bag that we don't use this size, or if you got any old ones that don't work anymore for bubble bagging, they make good compost tea bags. And so after we get this brewed up, we're going to get it an air stone in there, an air pump and an air stone to get it oxygen. And these microbes are going to multiply over the course of the next 12 to 24 hours. You can brew it up to 48 hours, but 24 hours is probably the best recommended time. Otherwise, your microbes are really going to get out of whack. If you go too much longer, it can get anaerobic. So yeah, compost tea, pretty simple, really good for plants. You can dilute it, and we're going to dilute this when we water it in. But you can also dilute it even further and use it as a foliar spray as well. Good for fending off insects, pathogens, and just canopy health.